What is up, Voodoo Tribe? It's your girl Naja here, and I'm back with another video. And this video is a try tea segment. That is when you guys send me in your tea. You know, if you need advice, if you just want to have a good kiki, or you know, I don't know why y'all send these to me at this point, y'all. I don't know. But if you guys are new here, if you want your stories read on this channel by yours truly, all you have to do is email in the description below. There's email down there, not my business email, the try tea email. Please and thanks. I'm gonna get right into it. You guys know I really don't like wasting time. If you guys like this video, or well, you haven't seen the video yet. If you like my try tea segments, or if you just like me in general, please give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure that you are notified so that you get a ping every time that I post. And every time you look at a video on my channel, double check, make sure that subscribe button is hit, because YouTube be on that bullshit. Our first story is fairly short. It's just called New Job. Naja, I'm just gonna get straight to the point on this one. Appreciate you, sis. So me and Jen are really close, but over the years, I've always had that feeling that she has been a little jealous of me. Jen is like 100 pounds bigger than me. But anyways, sis, just because somebody is bigger than you don't mean that they are jealous of you. Like, I know a lot of confident big girls, and I know some people who are 80 pounds smaller than me who are insecure. So I don't think that weight has anything to do with it. Like, people can be jealous of you for, you know, your family, your income, where you live, what kind of car you drive. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't just, I don't know. You know her better than I do though, I'm just saying. But anyways, Jen turned 16 in February, and forever we have been talking about getting jobs and wanting money. And getting jobs and wanting money, I'm guessing, because you wrote Monday. I don't know. My birthday was coming up, so I started filling out applications for her. So I went and filled out an applications at Arby's a week before my birthday, and I got the job 4 days after my birthday. Tell me why a day after I get the job, she texts me talking about she got the job with me. Like, damn, can I have something to myself? Sis, you do not own Arby's. You don't own Arby's, okay? Anybody, and why wouldn't you want to work with your friend? Is that your friend? Yeah, you said you guys are really close. Why can't y'all work with each other? I mean, I've had a situation where I used to have an old best friend and she used to want to do every fucking thing I did, but there were lines. Like, it's different. Like, if you want to work with me, I don't care. But if it's just like, oh, I'm about to wear a purple tank top and some blue jeans, and then you see my outfit, and the next day you want a purple tank top and some blue jeans, I dye my hair pink, and now the next day you showing up with pink hair, then I'm like, okay, sis, can I have something to myself? But when it's something as minuscule as like, oh, you work here, I want to get a job here too, that's different. Because it's like, if y'all are friends, y'all should want to like come up together, you know, get that bread together. Like, I don't know, that's just me though. The fact that she brought up a possible carpool, like, that's convenient for the person giving me rides. Yeah, that is kind of inconvenient. The bitch wasn't thinking about working at Arby's until I got the job. Now she wants to get a job there. It'd be the same bitches talking shit about the place you trying to work at, then want to go get a damn job there. I've definitely had a friend like that before. Not with work, but with other things, where it's like they talk all this shit about what you doing, and then once they try it, now it's cool and it's okay. Like, I feel you on that. Also, I feel like if you don't have a ride, don't get the job. That's how I feel too. Like, I feel like if you don't have a way to get somewhere, then maybe it's not in your best interest. Like, when I was job hunting, I made sure, when I didn't have a car, I made sure to look for jobs that were in a walking distance, because you don't want to depend on other people to get you to work on time. Like, and it could possibly end up getting you fired. Like, I agree with that too. By the way, this Arby's is in a different town because I live in Montana in freaking nowhere. What should I do? Well, you sent me this about a month and a half ago, so I'm pretty sure you have it figured out now. But in my opinion, I feel like you should just tell your friend straight up, like, hey, I'm catching rides from somebody, and I think it would be kind of inconveniencing them to take both of us. Now, it depends. If she lives close to you, then I don't see that as an inconvenience. But if it's like an extra stop to pick her up, the person driving, you gotta wake up earlier, like, then it's inconveniencing the person who is driving. Like, I feel like you should just tell her, like, hey, if you want to work at Arby's, you can work at Arby's. You want to work at McDonald's, you can work at McDonald's. You want to work at Burger King, you can work at Burger King. But I'm going to need you to figure out a way to get there without depending on other people. And if you can't do that, then I don't see how it's going to work. But if you say you live in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of just like, you know, like, I don't know. If I was her, I would just focus a little bit more on getting a license, then try to get the job. because, or she could find somebody in her family that can help her get a ride, and then just talk to the person who is supposedly supposed to be giving these rides if they are okay with even driving her anywhere, instead of her just assuming that that would just work. You know, what do you guys think? Have you ever been in a situation like that, or had any friends like that? Do you think she's being a little bit possessive? Or do you think, like, because honestly, sis, the way that you talking about your friend, I don't even think that y'all are friends for real. Like, that sounds like y'all are like frenemies, honestly. Let me know, what do you guys think in the comments below? Okay, I'm trying to find one now, but a lot of these are long and will be read in the live stream. A lot of these are long. Okay, this one is called, I don't know what the fuck to do. Hey Naja, for this first story, we will just call me Mimi. Okay, so I used to hang around someone named Kyle. I grew up around Kyle. He used to annoy the fuck out of me growing up, but when I came into my adulthood, I realized what Kyle was about and gained an interest for him. His dad, uncles, brothers, basically his whole family are affiliated with the Mexican cartel. Run, bitch, run, run. You do not want them problems. Oh my God, okay. So growing up, he always liked me, but he was much older than me. Plus, I lost my V card to his cousin when I was 12 and he was 16. Jesus, 12? I'm not judging. Like, my dad had to give me the talk when I was 11 and 12 because he just knew that, you know, some of these little kids is getting down. And I'm glad he did give me that talk, because damn, you lost it at 12 to a 16-year-old. That 16-year-old knows he was dead ass wrong, by the way, but damn, sis, okay. Around the time I was 21 years old, I went through a really dark time, so I started partying every night. This is how I reconnected with Kyle, and when I started to feel him. At this time, he had some warrants out, so he was on the run, which was not a surprise. He's always been in and out of jail. Girl, you better leave his jailbird ass alone. Leave him alone. He got too much going on with his family, like, So him and I started going hard, and he introduced me to cocaine. Oh no, sis. Prior to this, I was already drinking, smoking, and popping Xans. Through this partying phase, he introduced me to his other drug dealer friends. I was pretty much his bitch. I did everything he asked me to. He asked me not to talk to none of his friends. I was his arm candy. Girl, that's possessive and controlling, and I'm really hoping that this takes a turnaround at the end of this story, because this is triggering. Oh my God. What I need y'all to know is that these type of guys are always in competition with each other and always want what the next one has. What I want y'all to know is to leave these type of men alone. Leave them alone, run far away. Nothing good comes from it. Have y'all not watched Narcos? Have y'all not watched Narcos on Netflix? Have y'all not seen Scarface? Do you know what happens to every girl that is affiliated with these people every fucking time? Look it up. Look it up. Boom. He ends up getting popped. I go to his bond court and his ex-bitch is there. Mind you, he never called me. I was pissed because I figured I was only a side bitch. So I find out he got released. And that's another thing. Y'all don't watch Narcos? Y'all don't watch Scarface? There is always a wifey and a side chick. You're either one or the other. And if he carrying you around everywhere, putting you in danger, you're most likely the side piece. Wifey ain't never gonna be on front lines. Like, do y'all not watch these movies? Y'all don't watch, oh my God, okay. Find out he got released. He doesn't call me, text me, nothing. So I decided that I was gonna smash all of his friends. Girl, do you have a death wish? What is going on here? They loved me, LOL. One in particular, we will call him Biggie. Biggie and I were bad together. He would give me everything I asked him for. Money, drugs, clothes, bags, shoes, and purses, everything. He gave me the best eggplant emoji of my life. Oh my God. He has a sex addiction. Oh my God, a sex addiction. One day, I got tired of that life. I realized that doing all of this was not making me feel better and that I was going down a bad path. Honestly, the night I realized this, I did too many drugs and my chest felt real tight, like I couldn't breathe. I cried and promised myself I was going to change. Since then, I turned my life around. I got a new house, new car, and I even met a new guy, and a great guy. Come to find out, he is friends with all these people I mentioned. Sis, you need to move. Like, you just need to move, get around a new group of people. Like, it doesn't make sense how all of these people that you are affiliated with are connected, and it kind of makes it hard for me to believe that this guy is like the best influence for you if he knows these other dudes that you were messing with. He knows about half the shit mentioned and he accepts me. The other stuff I'm sure he has heard, but he doesn't care. I love him dearly. I see myself spending my life with him. We help each other and build each other, and our sex life is amazing. But honestly, sometimes, all the times, I think back to my old ways and I think of Biggie and how bad I want him. Girl, you need to move. You need to move. Like, you can't change and then have the same surroundings around you. Like, it's too much temptation. You can't. You need to move. It's burning a hole in my heart because I feel like I need that again. It's like an itch I can't scratch and I don't know what to do about it. I know I'm so wrong for this and I feel awful. I know Biggie still wants me. Every time I see him, I feel the tension burning between us. How do I let it go? I need advice, please. It's been about 3 years here and I'm still thinking about it. Sis, honestly, you need to move. You need to move far away. If this dude is really the man of your dreams, he is not gonna care about leaving his homeboys behind, and y'all could just fucking leave. Like, cause it's too much temptation around you, and it's hard to like make a full-fledged change when there's so much familiarity around. You get what I'm saying? That could tempt you into doing shit that is not in your best interest. And if I were you, I wouldn't even have dated somebody who is cool with them. Like, if he knows about your past, why does he keep bringing you around them? That's what I don't get. That's why I feel like you might just be digmatized, because I don't know. I feel a little weird. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys feel like that gut feeling that I'm feeling too? Like, I don't think that he's really trying to better the situation, because like, how is everybody just all peachy keen about this? Like, if you were my girlfriend and I knew that you were on drugs and you were fucking with my homeboys, and I know my homeboys ain't up to no good, and I still actively hang out with them, doesn't that mean I'm up to no good? I know your history. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. And it's like weird how we have like these false narratives of positive things. Like, it's just like, oh, you know, I have a house, I have a car, I got this, I got that, so I'm good. When in reality, there are people that do have homes, that do have cars, that still be getting in fucked up situations from hanging around the wrong people. Like, that's not just a symbol of, oh, I'm better now. That's a symbol, that's like a bare minimum. Like, that's an adult bare minimum that you should already be doing. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like there's still some stuff going on. If I were you, I just would not date anybody that is associated with all of that. But if you truly have feelings for him and he truly has feelings for you, y'all need to uproot and leave. Like, y'all need to leave. What do you guys think? Let her know in the comments below. Okay, this one is called Tribetea. Should I let go of an 8-year relationship? Jesus. Hi Naja, my name is Amory and I need some advice, girl. I love all your videos and the raw advice you give us on your Tribetea segments. Well, thanks sis, I try my best. I never like venting to my family or friends because I just try to avoid any drama as much as possible. But I have been in a relationship with my man for 8 years this upcoming November. We started dating sophomore year of high school and moved in together 3 years after. So, okay, I already see how this is just like, yeah, like those relationships where people be getting in together in high school, like sometimes you can just get bored, like, to be honest. Backstory of my boyfriend, so you can get a gist of who he is. He is 2 years older, both graduated same class. He has a mother who is deaf, so he is a huge mama's boy, always has her back. When we moved in, we got an apartment and his mom lives with us. About a month ago, his mom and I got into an argument and shit went down. When we first started dating, he told me that he doesn't want to get married and have kids right after high school, and I was down with that plan. But now I'm about to turn 23 and really want to have a man to call husband. Girl, I know, and it's just that pressure of our age group right now. Like, trust me, it's just a lot, okay? Like, I know in my heart and soul that I want to wait, so I'm trying hard, but there's also so much pressure from people in our age group because you see everybody around us is having babies right now. Everybody around us is getting married right now, but it's just like, you got to think about why you're doing it, because you want financial stability for a child and you want to have that big dream wedding that you could afford, you know? So I don't know, but I get the pressure. He says he's still not ready, but I just don't understand why we have a home, 2 good jobs, steady income, and I put my part as a wife when I'm only his girlfriend. Sis, honestly, like, I get the years, and that's why I said these high school relationships be getting warped. You may have been together for 8 years. Okay, so you started in your sophomore year. He's 2 years older than me. So in your sophomore year, I'm gonna assume you're 16, okay? You've been together for 8 years. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So you were 15 your sophomore year, okay? Only around maybe like 4 of those years you guys have been in an adult relationship, like, to be completely honest. And I don't know, I get where he's coming from and I get where you're coming from, but I feel like you're kind of stretching it, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like you're really stretching it because, I don't know, I'm gonna just keep on going. I always take his wants into consideration, but he does not do the same for me. We have adopted pets because I'm a huge animal lover, and he says I should be happy with what he gives me. A part of me feels like I'm settling and can get so much more, but it's hard for me to walk away from an 8-year relationship with my best friend. I have talked to him about separating, but he says he will change and be better, and it's been a whole month and there's been 0 changes. Sis, honestly, if I was him, I would want to leave you. Like, you're pressuring him to do something he does not want to do right now. Like, you would appreciate the feeling so much more when he takes you out on that romantic date and then proposes to you, rather than be like, you need to marry me right now. If you do not marry me, I don't want to do this. Because to be blunt, he still has his mom living in your house. You guys aren't as, you know, as you think. Like, I don't think y'all are ready. What are you gonna do, get married and still have his mom in your house? Like, that's why I'm like, I feel like you're bullying him into marrying you, and that's not fair to him. Like, it's really not. Like, and you talking about there's been 0 changes in a month. So what you doing every day you look at your phone? Still hasn't proposed yet. Still hasn't proposed. And you talking about I do all wife material things and I'm still a girlfriend? Bruh, literally the only difference between a wife and a good girlfriend is a ring and a contract. Like, I don't see, so basically if you were just his girlfriend, would you not be doing any of the things that you're doing for him? Because then wouldn't that make somebody not want to wife you up? Like, I'm confused on what, okay. Should I give it time or just rip the band-aids off? Also, I just got off birth control to give my body a break for when I want kids later on in life, and he will not listen to me about protecting ourselves so we don't end up pregnant. And after I said I was going to leave, he said he wants to have kids with me. Sis, like, you not ready for kids, but you ready for marriage? I'm not judging. I'm not judging. This is just very interesting to see how, like, other, especially because me and you are the same age and both of our boyfriends are the same age. This is just very interesting to me because it's pretty much the same. Like, I want to get married, but I know I don't want to do it right now. Like, if I were to get proposed to tomorrow, I'd probably be engaged for at least like 2 years, like, to be real. And I know that I want to be married before I have kids. And Daniel is very, like, you know, he wants to give me a really nice expensive ring, so he's waiting out. But he tells me all the time, like, if he had it, we would be engaged right now. But he's saving up for that, and we both came to the agreement that we want to have kids after we get married. So, but he always tells me, like, hey, if we end up getting pregnant, we end up getting pregnant. It is what it is. But it's crazy to me how your boyfriend is just like, fuck protection, I'm about to shoot the club up. Like, I don't know, this is just interesting to me. I love him so much, but I'm so lost. Any advice would help, Tribe. Thank you, Naja. I appreciate your time and words of wisdom. Keep making dope content, girl. I'll always support you. Love you, girl. XOXO. Sis, I will say one thing. I feel like if you leave him, I am very scared that you are going to leap on the first dude that comes in that sweet talks you up, either sweet talks you up, knocks you up, or proposes to you. That's what I'm scared for you, because you're not being patient. I feel like if you do leave him, you're just gonna say yes to the first dude that comes around, because you seem like you are itching to get married. I don't think you've actually put in the research on what goes into a wedding, and you're the bride. Usually, traditionally, the bride's family pays for everything. Like, you have to get venues, you have to get catering, you have to fly different family members in. It's just like so much stuff you have to do. And then, you know, you have to buy rings. Your boyfriend has to buy, I believe, two different bands, and then you get another band on an anniversary. That's thousands of dollars. Like, you gotta buy a dress, that's thousands of dollars. You gotta do hair, makeup, like, it's so much money. So just being financially stable, like, isn't gonna cut it. You literally have to save and save and save. So it's like, he's been with you for this long, right? Things are kosher. This is your best friend. Why can't you wait a little bit longer? I feel like if you guys probably would have gotten into a relationship maybe a little bit later, in life, like maybe in your 20s or so, you would be so much more willing to wait a few more years. But because you guys are high school sweethearts, I feel like you want to rush it along because you're just like, well shit, we've been together so long, we know it's gonna work. But there is a lot that goes into it, and I don't blame him for not feeling ready. I mean, you can't force a man to propose to you. He's either gonna do it or he's not. And he may even tell you that he wants to marry you. It's just right now financially he don't got it, unless you want a ring from the Goodwill, sis. And then like, no, like, because I know a lot of young couples my age that do end up getting married, and they get like this rinky-dink ass ring with telling themselves like, oh well, you know, in like 10 years we're gonna upgrade the ring, we just want to get married type shit. And then I know some people who will just go to the courthouse and get a piece of paper and be like, we're lit, like it is what it is. So it's just, I don't know, I feel like you really need to stop pressuring him, because I feel like you're gonna end up pushing him away and he's going to want to separate. Force him to use a condom, sis. If you're not ready to have a baby, I know you're not financially ready to get married. Like, let's be real, because babies and marriage are kind of like, but at least the marriage is one day. The baby is like years. So yeah, just don't do that. Just make him wear a condom, dude. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And if he doesn't want to have a condom, then don't have sex with him. Let him know. Track your cycle. Don't let him trap you, sis. Don't let him trap you, sis. Track your cycle. They have like these heat thermometer things on Amazon. So yeah. And try to convince him to get his mom to move out. Try to convince him to get his mom to move out, because I can see how that's a little bit more added on pressure to the already pressure of society, of other kids, well, not kids, shit, we grown, that's the sad part. Other people in our age bracket constantly pressuring you to have babies and shit. I get it. Like, I go through it all the time. All of my friends are engaged. All of my friends have kids. Like, I'm pretty much the Lone Ranger. Me and one other girl, my close friend, she's a Lone Ranger, but she's a lesbian, so she's not having any kids anytime soon. So it's just like, it's just us two right now. I get it, it's stressful, but he's also getting that stress from his homeboys too, because at 25, men like once they hit 25 to 27, they just want to have kids. I don't know what it is. For women, I've noticed it happens to us when we're like 20, 21, where we're just like, yo, I need a baby for whatever weird ass reason. That period for men is like 25, 27. So it's just like, I get where he's coming from. I get where you're coming from. I think both of you guys just need to have a sit down, respect each other's boundaries. I don't think you guys should break up. I think you should talk it out, wait it out. And when that time happens, it happens. But sis, the more you hound him, it's not happening anytime soon, okay? What do you guys think? That's just from my personal experience, because, you know, I'm kind of in the same boat a little bit, except I want to be surprised, sis. I want to be surprised. I don't want to know when it's happening. But I'm saying, I don't pressure my man to get on one knee just because other people are getting married. Let me know if any of you guys have been through that. I know we're not alone. Give her some advice in the comments below. All right, guys, so that is it for today's Tribetea segment. Thanks for all the entries that were sent in. I appreciate you guys opening up your life to us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you guys want to be on this segment, please email me in the email in the description below. All right, I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.